Hey, I've got something to show you. Don't tell anybody else about this, okay? This is just between me and you. I've been sent something else from that wonderful company, VTOMAN. Are you ready for this one? Ooh, there we go. Look at this. This is the VTOMAN FlashSpeed 300. It's just an empty box. It's just an empty box. Don't worry about that. The product itself. Now, they offered me a few to choose from, and I wanted the small one. It's okay having all these power stations, you know, the big ones which do fantastic jobs, but some people just want a tiny one, right? And I'll explain what it's going to be useful for very soon. Here is the product. Look at it. Looks big there. Sorry, let me stand back. Look at the size of it. It's tiny. It's a little baby, but it's powerful. It will do stuff. Right. So what comes in the box? You get your power station, obviously. You get your charger. You get a USB-C to USB-A, C to C, and a cigarette lighter. Your instructions and some friendly tips. Let's have a look around it. So let me take you for a tour around this beautiful little beast. So on the front here is your display. It's got 51% power at the moment. On the side here you have got a light. So a straightforward light, which I'll tell you now, that would make a fantastic torch. Because this thing is so light, I will get into that in a moment, you can carry this around with you. If you never ever need to go out at night, you can use this as a hand torch very, very easily. So it's got that, it's got a constant flashing, which I won't keep on in case anyone's got epilepsy or anything, and an SOS, which I keep saying about these. Perfect if you break down, put this behind your vehicle on the road, and it will let people know that you're in trouble and you need a bit of help. Perfect for camping as well. If you're camping, people will see that for miles and hopefully come and help you. Let's just turn that off. On the other side are all the features. So you have got one plug socket. If you want to use that, you just press the AC out there, which will, in the bottom corner here, say AC, so you know that it's going to work. Sorry, you can't see that very well because it's a bright day. You've got 3 USB-A's and 1 USB-C. Now the USB-C is 100 watt. For such a small thing, I'm surprised they've managed to fit in a 100 watt USB-C. So that's fantastic. To charge this, it will take, I think it said 2 to 3 hours in the instructions. That's via using a plug. You can also charge it via solar. You can charge it by USB-C, or you can charge it with a cigarette lighter. So this isn't for boiling a kettle or anything like that. It's not that powerful. If you want that, you need one of the bigger ones, which VTOMAN do. This is just a little handheld, portable machine for simple things like charging your phones, charging your laptops. But I did actually manage to charge something I wasn't expecting to on our recent trip last week. We went away for a few days and we've got this fridge in the back here. And it had no charge on the battery. And I didn't have any power stations which were charged up either. So I was panicking a bit because we really needed to cool down as food straight away. Luckily, I remembered I had this in the box, brand new, and I plugged this into this, which I've done now. It's only using 40 watts at the moment because it is now full, but it was using 125 watts, and it got this down to temperature, down to minus 18 degrees, just off this tiny little machine. And that saved all our food that day. So it will give 300 watts, up to 300 watts output. So, as I said earlier, perfect for charging cameras, laptops, phones, things like that. But in an emergency, things like a fridge in there, it will even do that. For me, the perfect scenario for the FlashSpeed 300 is your children. your children. They're all in the back of the motorhome, they're all in the back of the car, they're all there on their iPads and their phones playing the games, things like that. They need constant charge. If you're going away for a weekend, this will charge them up all weekend. It will keep the children happy. And the beauty about it is so light. It weighs only 7.4 pounds, which is 3.3 kilograms or half of a stone. Absolutely nothing. So children from the age of 3 could lift this up, no problem whatsoever. Inside here is a super safe LifePo 4 battery, which has an overcharge protection. Not just an overcharge protection, it has 10 different protections on it. So the FlashSpeed 300 may be small, but it's still as safe as any of the big ones on the market. And because it's got such a good battery inside, you can get 3,000 full cycles of lifespan, which the company have said gives you at least 10 years of service. That will last you a lot more than 10 years. You are not going to fully charge that every single day. I reckon you'll get 30 years out of that, no problem whatsoever. So I'm not going to show you what it will charge. Anything up to 300 watts. I've explained, like let's take a laptop for example, that will take about 40 watts. This is up to 300 watts. So you could charge easily a laptop, 2 phones, a camera, a torch, as I said, the fridge. You can charge pretty much anything, just steer away from things like a kettle or a microwave. It's not going to do something like that. But for any smaller gadgets, this will do the job. But my favourite thing about this is the size and its portability. So think of the places you could use this. As I said, a tiny kid could lift this up, no problem. You're going around, sometimes you think, oh, I could do with getting this on charge. I can't be bothered carrying that big power station over here to charge it up. With this, you can be bothered. It's no problem taking this from room to room. It really isn't. You could take this anywhere you wanted outdoors. You think if you're going camping for the weekend, you can put that in your rucksack, no problem whatsoever. It's half of a stone, 3.3 kilograms, it weighs nothing. As I say, I have had this for a week or so now, and I have used it about 3 times on 3 occasions where I've really needed something as small and compact as this. One thing, a drill, an electric drill. I was putting these hinges on, I needed an electric drill. Plug it into this, no problem whatsoever. I'm in the middle of creating an office at the moment. I haven't got a portable light on my desk as yet, so I've just got a little light out, plugged it into the VTOMAN, taking 27 watts. That was there whilst I was building this model aeroplane. Let's just take that out, and then the other night, turn him on. The other night I was on here on my microscope, looking at ants. So this is working the screen and the lights, and it's taking 13 watts. And there's an ant on a slide here I was looking at. So this has been a real help for me. One of my favourite features is definitely that you can charge this by USB-C. So, although you do get the plug adapter to charge it up as well, I'm not going to need that. I'm just going to put that in a box somewhere safe. I'm always going to be charging this by USB-C, because I have got USB-Cs all around the house. And yes, I have got a teddy bear. Don't judge me just because I've got a teddy bear. So Maz is editing in here. Can I just disturb you for a minute?
Yeah, of course you can, honey.
You've seen me using this all week, haven't you?
Yeah, I've even borrowed it. Yeah.
Tell people what you think of the weight of it. How incredible it is.
Oh, my little pinky, look. No, I'm only joking. Yeah, very light, manageable.
So
could do your daily exercises with it, couldn't you?
So normally, when it comes to a power station, Mazzy keeps saying to me, will you go get me a power station please, because she knows she can't lift it up.
Yeah, and sometimes I just want to charge my phone, whereas then this is all I need.
So we're not saying you shouldn't get a big one, because there's a room and there's a place for both a small power station and a big one. The big ones are perfect for when you're trying to charge, if you need it to charge your motorhome, run your kettle, run your toaster, run your microwave. But this is your daily small little jobs.
Yeah.
Most things you do when you're charging is your phones and your laptops and your cameras, isn't it?
I love the portability of it, you know, you can just pick that up and bring that wherever you need it, basically.
We're loving it. So, link in the description. If you want something small, practical, this is the lightest one I have ever received. Now, I've received a lot of power stations in my time. This is the lightest one. If you're interested in one of these, it's on a ridiculously low price at the moment. There'll be a link in the description. Hurry up, get one quick, because I don't know how long that price is going to be. You're going to have to follow the link and treat yourself to a VTOMAN FlashSpeed 300. Brilliant machine.